Hello everybody and welcome back to Maisie's Garden. I have a message for you. We are doing the Zodiac series. I'm doing a what do you need to know, like what kind of comes out, what's the message type thing. I'm using an oracle deck. I'm using the Celestial Fortune and my Moon Dreaming deck, and we're just getting messages. Okay, this is going to be for Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or North Node sign, this message may resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate, please go check the other signs of your chart. You could have Aquarius in any other place in your chart and feel like this resonates for you. That could very well be true. Just don't force something to fit where it doesn't fit, okay? Also, if none of the messages resonate for you, then the messages may not be for you this time, and that's okay. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I hope you will. If you're not doing well, I hope that you make the first step to becoming well again. And even if that's just talking to somebody about where you're at and how you've been feeling. Okay? You deserve it. I love you. All right, let's get into this. Spirit, for Aquarius, what kind of message do you have for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? You could have Sagittarius in your chart, Aquarius. You could have a Sagittarius Venus or a Libra Venus. A Sag Saturn. Could have a Capricorn Saturn, a Capricorn Venus. A Libra Venus. A Sag Jupiter, a Libra Jupiter, a Capricorn Jupiter. Yes. Okay. What I'm getting here, you could have Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn again. You could have Taurus in your chart. You could have a Taurus Venus. What I'm getting is somebody has a very adventurous spirit, okay? And so contracts and commitments and, you know, something where you have to be responsible for things feels a little challenging, okay? Your morals and your values may differ than what normal people or like the normal traditional, you know, in society. It may just be different. So you may be somebody who maybe doesn't want to get married in their life, or, you know, is open to having like an E&M, which is an ethically non-monogamous relationship, right? Polyamory, something along those lines. You could be somebody that, you know, maybe like, I don't know, like in your friend group or in your family, you could just be a pioneer in some way where you're doing it in ways that most other people haven't done it, okay? This could be in business and the way that you run your business or some type of contract. You may be a little bit more open, a little bit more ambitious than some. You could have had an opportunity to marry into money, and or there was some type of like contract, right? This is kind of the story I'm getting, is like, you know, almost like an arranged marriage or some type of contract where, you know, if you and like, you know, like your parents and this, you know, somebody else's parents who are big this feels like big business type people, and to make it even more solidified. I mean, this happens in in the higher society. They tend to like hook each other up because they want to keep it in the family or keep it in that circle, right? That's what this feels like. But it feels like you didn't do what they asked of you, or you went against the grain, or you did something very non-traditional, or you didn't like marry for money or something along those lines. Yeah, this feels very much like, that's how your parents got together. That's how this other parents got together. Is very much like arranged marriage, and you decided not to do that. Same thing about contracts, business contracts, where it's like, typically, historically, they kept it between like a couple, always did business or stuff with a certain company or a certain people, and either once you took over or something along those lines, you did it differently. So it's just like off the beaten path. You are very ambitious, okay? But you have an adventurous spirit. So this just, I don't know, but like there's like some luck on your side. People are always wondering, how did they do it? How did they, it wasn't how we did it and what was successful, but they're doing it and they're successful type thing. You may travel or do something along those lines that may open up help like reshape your values, or you just learn some things, learn about other cultures, learn something where it like changes your values a little bit. It opens up your five senses is also kind of what I'm also getting. Like you experience new things, and it like changes how you think. It also could change your habits as well. You may travel for work, and you may get some type of new contract that like helps you travel around the world is kind of what I'm getting. You are very disciplined, okay? You have structure. It doesn't look like what other people traditionally think of discipline and structure. So you may be misunderstood often. You could have been some type of self-starter, very assertive. You may have initiated things in your life that other people were too scared to, or let fear or other people talk them out of doing. In the next 2 to 3 years, you may end up coming into some type of partnership or contract. It could even just be a new relationship where your morals and values come together in a really nice way. This also could be very lucrative, so it could be a very lucrative business deal that brings in more money, more assets. You could even acquire property. The number 7, the number 2 may be significant. 9 may be significant. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Sorry. There may be something about, you may fight for some type of equality, like in the workspace. You may be somebody that's very fit, Aquarius. You could have like a very, you're either very fit naturally or you work out to be very fit. You take your physical appearance is tied to your self-esteem in some way. You could achieve some type of milestone in the next 2 to 3 years that, again, it like lands you either some more money or more work income, so you get some type of like promotion or you making more money. It could be a contract or, again, a business partnership of some kind. You may get someone that wants to go into business with you. You guys could be self-starters, become CEOs of your own company. And you're just going to be very lucky. You might be very lucky in this. Could be very lucky in this. Tell me more. Tell me more for Aquarius, please. You're reaching your full potential. Yeah. In the next 2 to 3 years, you're definitely going to be very like radiant. People are going to want to work with you. They're going to want to experience you, whether that's romantically, in business, in just friendship, platonically. You know, they're going to want to be around you and listen to what you have to say. You could have a very inspiring or optimistic outlook on things, or just the way that you think and see things is very different from how other people do. So people want to learn from you. They want to hear from you. They don't want you to don't let fear take away your potential or, you know, make it so that you don't have the courage to taking whatever this opportunity that could come for you. Because I do feel like some type of opportunity is going to come. You're going to have some type of like stroke of luck or something along those lines. And it's because you put the work in and you've had the patience and you've been dedicated to whatever this is, okay? And you may have found, you know, gone through some fears and challenges and obstacles. But the way Saturn sets itself up is if you put in the work, it will reward you. It may take longer and it may be over time, but it will reward you. So don't let fear rob you of this greatness that you are reaching, whatever this full potential is. Embrace the wisdom of your past. The lessons that you've learned. That's what I'm saying. Like, people want to hear from you. You may be very wise. You may have really like integrated your lessons in a way that made it so that people want to hear your stories. They want to hear what you've learned. They trust the stuff that comes out of your mouth. You may have really good ideas. That's what I'm also getting. Spirit wants you to tap into more of your creative side, your more inventive side. Tell me more. Tell me more. What else does Aquarius need to know? I'm really getting you have Sagittarius in your chart big time. Your manifestation will come quickly. There's definitely some kind of breakthrough, some type of level up. That's what this is feeling like, that you've been working towards. And again, you may not be doing it in a way that people are like used to, or that they resonate with, or that they understand. It doesn't matter. Spirit wants you to stay disciplined. Spirit wants you to stay 10 toes down. There is a success coming here, a major success. Saturn is it says the World card is on here. That's a major successful completion. Okay. They want you to just remember the goals that you're trying to reach, the intentions that you've set, because even though you may have had to be impatient, you're like, something's about to change. Fortune favors the bold, so they want you to take action, initiative. And don't let fear stop you. They want you to be courageous. They want you to go after that risk. They want you to like take that opportunity that may seem really scary. Something that you worked for. You're strong enough to thrive solo, this says. So this is giving me a warning of don't let anybody come in and try to steal your shine. You have a lot of hidden, look at that. It says hidden potential and you're reaching your full potential. You have a lot of hidden potential. There's something about you that could be very lucrative. The current energies are on your side. Motivation, serendipity. Like I said, you're about to have some type of fortunate event that is about to happen, that it's going to start, create, birth, begin something for you. Don't forget the lessons that you've learned. Because with Saturn here, you've learned some lessons. You've been through some challenges and obstacles. There's work behind this. Even if, again, like I said, even if it doesn't look traditional. You may, with this, enough to thrive solo, you may get some type of grant, some type of Kickstarter grant, or some, someone may want to invest in you, but they're like a silent partner. It's not somebody that really wants to be, but they like believe in whatever it is that you're doing, or they see the potential. And again, that's where it's like you may get really lucky in something, maybe really fortunate, and it like blows up in the best way. Yeah, and then at the bottom of the deck, an upcoming trip will change your life. This feels very business-like, very much like with your work, your money, with the 7th and 2nd houses being out here. Yes, it could be romantic, but this feels a little bit more like work to me. Or something along those lines. You could be meeting somebody that holds a lot of value. They have high morals and values. Somebody that's very disciplined. They live by the karmic law, so they're not really like trying to put bad energy out there. But they may be somebody that's a bit spontaneous or adventurous, or they see things, in a different light, or they like a little bit of, I don't want to say chaos, but keeping things interesting. They like to throw weird stuff out there, or not really throw a wrench in the whole plan, but like just switch things up or spice things up a little bit. Don't be afraid to, it's like you've learned how to discern with different people. You've learned how to accept certain things, and accept, see people for who they really are. Don't forget that. And you'll be able to see very clearly who's meant to be in your life and who's not. What's meant to be in your life and what's not. What path to choose and what's not. Okay? All right, that's what I'm getting for you guys. I love you so very much, and I will see you soon. Oh, don't forget to go like, share, follow, subscribe, all the things. Let me know how this resonated in the comments below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.